Recently, an employee of Facebook came to us with what he said was an internal Facebook document. Facebook says the document is, quote, not authentic. Our Facebook insider stands by his claim that it is. We believe, at the very least, there are many questions about this document and Facebook's actions after learning we had acquired it, which includes retaliation against at least one Facebook employee for document security. Facebook now needs to answer for some of these questions. Facebook is saying this document is not real. In fact, their spokesperson says that, quote, this is not an authentic document. Your response to that?
It obviously from an authentic source, which leads me to believe it is an authentic document. Maybe the people who are speaking do not know of it, but it is definitely there.
Can you speak a little more specifically to how you obtained it? Like, in other words, it was observed on the server, or so there was some type of email exchange that occurred?
Yes. I happened to obtain it through an email that was sent, that happened to also be sent to me as well, in a way, and I received it that way. Yes. So I can't tell exactly what department it would have came from, but it's addressed definitely to the human resources.
It was addressed to human resources?
Yes.
And it was from an email marked *@facebook.com.
Yes.
So, one more time, do you believe that this document is an authentic Facebook internal document?
I believe it is.
Okay.
I do. I have no reason to not believe it. From what I've looked at it, it looks authentic to me based on other documents that are around. I'm not sure where else it could have been or where else it could have been from.
Even what you just said, we'll blur everything, make sure you're protected. So what happened today with the thing you just showed me? What did they do to you in that screenshot? They suspended you? Tell me about that.
Yes. So initially, I went in, I was able to get to try and confirm the documents. After I looked into it, I was able to see that I no longer had access to the system. I reached out to the IT department to see what was going on. They did not respond to me, but I did receive an email from an HR contact point shortly after, informing me that my access had been suspended to the system due to a document security issue.
Did they suspend more accounts than just you today?
Yes, 6 others.
6 other people? Why those? Why did they do that? Why more than just one?
I'm not sure.
Tell me about how you came upon this document.
In my normal course of work, it happened to come across my desk.
The highly troubling entries in the leaked document are found on page 6. Quote, when hiring for HR positions, it's important to prioritize H-1b visa workers, and this will stimulate the process of diversification of the workplace, unquote. The second item, quote, priority may be given to H-1b applicants from China and Korea. How certain are you that this is a actual legitimate Facebook document?
I myself believe it is quite legitimate, and I'm very certain.
You're very certain?
Yes.
So Steve, assuming this document is a legitimate Facebook document, how would you characterize it overall from a legal perspective?
Well, James, I think it raises serious concerns under federal and state anti-discrimination law, specifically as it would relate to discriminating based on national origin. If this is in fact Facebook's policy, it's a pretty clear-cut policy in this document that there's going to be discrimination not just against Americans based on their national origin, but also even within the H-1b process itself.
What Klein and other lawyers we spoke with say is the policy as stated, quote, applicants from China and Korea, unquote, may be prioritized is just blatantly illegal.
You have another portion of this document that not only is it discriminating, against Americans or suggesting a policy that does that, it's also even within the H-1b process saying that applicants from China and Korea will be prioritized to foster larger communities of diverse workers at Facebook.
So does that violate federal employment law?
Yeah, I think that under the federal, again, if this is being actually implemented against Facebook applicants from the United States, you have problems under both the Civil Rights Act and under the Immigration and Nationality Act. But again, that doesn't permit the idea that someone is going to be passed over who's otherwise qualified based on their national origin.
Our Facebook insider says he came forward because he knows firsthand the real impact and damage to Americans that these reckless and cavalier initiatives have on American workers.
I've seen the destruction and the damage that this H-1b visa issue has caused. Living in the Bay Area, there is a very large portion of homeless. And within that homeless, there's a very large portion of working homeless. These are Americans with degrees and jobs that no longer have these jobs and have been replaced by H-1b visa workers. And I feel that this has to stop. Someone needs to do something.
Mr. X, like the other brave insiders who have come to us, ask only two things from us: that we report honestly the facts they expose, and that we will have their backs. Trust me, hear me, don't doubt me. We will. Veritas Tips at protonmail.com.